good afternoon. I'm Sheila Maria and welcome to the predictions for October. We are also going to be sharing an activation for your third eye. So, to begin with, the theme of this month is stepping forward, breaking free. This month, you're going to see people around you, and you yourself may either have to break free or commit to breaking free from something that no longer aligns with your heart. And this is because the collective as a whole has to move forward. We have to grow beyond our fears and we have to get closer to self-realization. And so what you're going to see is you're going to see people's tolerance of other people's anger or other people's bad behavior or other people's limitations of their mind. It's going to get to a point that you just can't stay in that environment. And the reason that that is such an issue for light workers in particular is if you're constantly or consistently spending time with people that are very linear and very negative, you will find that their toxicity, you are literally not able to be physically close to them. And the reason that that is happening is that there is more light wanting to come in on the planet. And the reason that we're called light workers is that as our soul descends into the atmosphere, some of us retain a high level of connection to the light. And so when the higher realms send the rays of light into the earth, the way that that light gets into the earth is actually through our souls, through the very atoms and the subatomic particles that make up the energy of our souls and then also our physical bodies. And so being in close proximity to somebody who is very negative, somebody that has got a lot of bias, somebody that is perhaps through no fault of their own very depressed, but at any level somebody that is very, very different to where you are, it's going to be untenable for you to be living with that person and for you to be giving that person your time. The other reason for that is that every soul has a very clear mission as to what they wanted to achieve on earth. And just because that person is your child or your spouse, just because that person is your friend or your parent or your sibling, that doesn't mean that your mission is able to run alongside their mission. And we want to give you some examples of this, so we're going to come back to that in a minute. You will also find yourself and other people looking for new friendships and new relationships that support the beliefs that matter to you. People are going to be going within and looking for ultimate connection. So even when we talk about connecting with angels or guides, the focus is really moving to a starting to connect and recognizing the essence of your higher self. There is going to be some souls that leave Earth, as there always is, but anyone that leaves Earth in the next 5 to 8 weeks, there's going to be a spaciousness around that along with the understandable grief, there will be an awareness that they couldn't manage in this accelerated energy that we are in, and that it actually genuinely was their time to go. More and more people will start to talk openly about phenomena that they are experiencing. And that phenomena is going to be seeing orbs, seeing crafts, seeing lights, and being aware of beings around them. Now, on other topics, the economy will actually begin to get better as we head towards November. And this is going to be because people will do as much as they can to adhere to the social rules, but they will refuse to change their way of lives and they will actively look for joy. So spending is going to go up, and new jobs are going to be created by people who decide to take their creativity to the next level. Excuse me. And the final prediction that we have is that more and more people will become aware that they're meeting up with loved ones when they are in the sleep state. And they will actually begin to recall having conversations and having made decisions in the sleep state that they then come back into their body, and there is an awareness that they have made new soul agreements that they are now going to start actioning out. So I wanted to come back to the situation about soul's missions. So there are 12 different soul types. The people that I work with are usually leader souls, light worker souls, ET souls, angel souls, or healer souls. And very, very often, if you are one of those particular soul types, you will feel an increasing urge to bring more light and more understanding and more awareness into your life and into the lives of the people that surround you. But very often, the spouses and the families of the healer souls, the light worker souls, the angel souls, and the ET souls are actually what we call baby souls, working souls, and sleeping souls. And this is nothing to do with how many lives you've had. It's more to do with somebody's got to play those roles. So you can actually get a very, very old soul that is coming in as a baby soul for this lifetime. So it's not about there being a hierarchy in any way. But what it does mean is that their mission is very set. Their mission is to perform a particular function for themselves and for you. So, for example, if you're married to or living with a person who is what we call a sleeping soul, their function is really about providing you with the impetus to become more independent and more true to yourself. And it may or may not be possible for you to stay with that soul, and that was the agreement that you made. Let's say, for example, that you are in a relationship with a working soul, and let's say that you are a healer and the emphasis with your spouse is providing for the family and living a very physical life and working hard, and that there is an expectation that is how you should conduct yourself as well. So that can be very, very difficult to maintain, because as our light bodies come more into the physical density, light workers get tired very, very easily, and you're not actually supposed to put in more effort to receive more money. And so that can actually cause a fundamental differing of opinion, because you've got one half of the household who believes in nothing but hard work and perhaps appraises others on their ability to work hard, and is perhaps critical of somebody that needs a lot more rest and has a very different way of going about things. So the thing to remember here is that a light worker is supposed to keep growing. And if your main relationship or your friendship circle or your employment situation is inhibiting your very, very organic and natural desire to grow as a soul, then you may need some support with that, because it is the most natural thing in the world to actually keep growing. And light workers reinvent themselves up to 5 times within their life. So light workers can go through what we call ego deaths. They can go through belief system changes. You know, one part of their life they may have a very traditional family-centered life, and then in the next stint of their life they may be very, very focused on independence and travel. So light workers are the ones which are supposed to grow the most. And if the dynamic within your life is stifling your growth, you are not fulfilling the purpose that you came to on earth. Now, there are many, many things that you can do about this, including clearing unnecessary soul contracts, which can compound the difference between you and the soul that you are having difficulty with. So an unnecessary soul contract is robbing the relationship of energy. So we have Cathedral of Souls contracts, healing contracts, we have unnecessary life force contracts, unnecessary incarnation contracts, unnecessary sex contracts, unnecessary family contracts, and unnecessary relationship contracts as well. And clearing those contracts does not mean that the relationship will end. Very, very often it allows what we call grey contracts, which underpin these agreements from other lives where you stayed within a set perimeter, to be permanently removed. So when these unnecessary soul contracts are dealt with, very, very often you will see your beloved start to grow along their own path. So you would be assisting them in helping with that. So if you would like to find out more about the light working activations that we offer, I have a new course on my website which launches on Halloween, and it is called Lightworker Activations. We also offer Lightworker relationship readings and clearings and Lightworker guidance sessions. And the final thing we want to say, your past galactic lives as a light worker are going to become a source of strength for you. Understanding the roles that you have played in other time-space realities is going to increase the understanding that you have of the being that you have come here to be this time. And so if galactic past or parallel lives are something that you are interested in, that is something that we will be covering on the Lightworker Activation course as well. So we're going to finish today with a third eye activation. This third eye activation is for focus. It is not for clairvoyance, it is for focus and clarity for you. Okay, if you'd like to receive this, just close your eyes and say yes, and you can always feel the energy of it first before deciding that you wish to receive. And so Orion is going to be performing this activation. So we are just opening up the energy field of anybody that would like to receive this. And Orion's energy is coming in. He is bringing in the crystalline energy of your higher self. And he is bringing your master guide around you too. So you're likely to feel like a very solemn presence with you. Okay, so we're also bringing in the divine masculine. This is to help you to prioritize. We're bringing in the energy of calm. We're bringing in the energy of awareness. We're bringing in the energy of truth. And we are also asking Mother Mary to bring in the energy of love and support for each of you as you make the changes you wish to make. You are each now receiving the energy of heavenly love. Okay, and we're now sealing in your energy. If you want to receive it, we are now sending this energy to you. Lovely. If you've enjoyed this, if you'd like to find out more about the work I do, please click the like button and the subscribe button. And if you share this, for the first 10 people that share this, I will be happy to pull you a card if you mention it on the Facebook thread. For now, lots of love from me, lots of love from them. Goodbye for now.